In life, you have to make decisions, right or wrong. Um, you have to make decisions. And when you make those decisions, they come with consequences and repercussions, whether it's a good consequences, repercussions, whether it's bad. But at the end of the day, you have to live with those decisions. And Franklin made a lot of decisions that he had to, at the end of the day, live with. And towards the end of the episode in the series finale, he began to go off the deep end, going from him being this larger than life figure, him being this wealthy individual, him almost figuring things out in terms of about to get this money from Teddy, to him having absolutely nothing. I think that if Franklin would have had time to step back and reconvene and try to figure things out and try to assess what's next, he would have had a different outcome. But because of his ego drove him off the deep end, there was no recovery. His ego led him to putting his hands around Veronique's neck, because she saw this man who was down and out, and she tried to make a decision to, for one, help them sustain a life that they have built as much as possible, but two, protect their assets. And so she didn't sell anything, she didn't do anything, but she just got a filler out to see, if everything does go bad, at least we have this safety raft. And because of that, he felt like she betrayed him. And because she felt like she betrayed him, the Franklin Saint, who we've grown to know over the past 6 seasons, he's crazy. And so he has an emotional reaction. He puts her hand around her neck and he cusses at her, his pregnant baby mama. Same thing with Leon. Leon, who one of his closest friends over the past not one of the closest, his closest friend, almost like a brother, over 6 seasons. He asked him for his very last dollar, and Leon says no. He then threatens him. This is him making a rational decision, him making an emotional decision. This is that pride of Franklin Saint. Him going to his mother, being down and out after Veronique leaves him, after Leon tells him no. He asks her for the home that he bought her. She doesn't respond to him, because you have to remember, he said he's fine with living his life without ever speaking to her again. Now he's coming back with her, crawling to her, asking her for a favor. And essentially she denies that favor by not speaking to him. He has an emotional reaction. He cusses her out. He said he wishes she was dead. He wishes that Teddy shot her. That's an emotional reaction. So we have this character that constantly displays these irrational behaviors, and this person who was just not in control with their emotion, the person who was not in control with their reaction, yet we still wanted him to have this fairy tale ending of walking off into the sunset with all the money in the world. It was like, no, there was no way in hell that this show was going to end that way. And I'm glad that it ended the way it ended, because it was a very accurate depiction of what happens when you have a fall from grace. And that's what he had. He had a fall from grace.